what's up, and happy Friday. My name is Jaya Williams, and you're watching my morning sports report, where I update you all on the latest news you need to know in sports. So let's get right into today's updates. We're talking all football on this lovely Friday, starting with an NFL update. COVID may affect this football season. The NFL announced that COVID-19 outbreaks among unvaccinated players may lead to forfeits. And if that happens, players from both teams will lose game checks should a forfeit take place. This is obviously a huge deal if they actually do have game forfeits. Many players have reacted to this news, one being DeAndre Hopkins. He said in a now deleted tweet, quote, "Never thought I would say this, but being put in a position to hurt my team because I don't want to partake in the vaccine is making me question my future in the NFL." Wow, a very bold statement from Hopkins. Ezekiel Elliott reacted to this news as well, saying it was a touchy subject. He says, quote, "You can't really tell someone what to do with their body." Clearly a lot of pushback from some athletes who just don't feel like they should be forced to get the vaccine or punished for choosing not to get it. Nothing is set in stone, but this is a potential new policy within the NFL. Let us know your thoughts on this below. Do you think the players have a point, or is the NFL right to enforce this policy? But Elliott's right. It definitely is a touchy subject. We'll have to see how this plays out. In some other NFL news, a couple more updates here. Greg Knapp, an assistant coach for the New York Jets, has died in a bicycling accident. Knapp was hired by the Jets to be the passing game specialist back in January after spending the last 3 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons as the quarterback's coach. And Knapp also helped the Denver Broncos win the Super Bowl in the 2015 season, when he was also the quarterback's coach for 4 seasons. He was a coaching veteran. He spent 10 seasons as an offensive coordinator for the 49ers, Falcons, Seahawks, and then the Raiders. So made a very big impact on the NFL. Clearly a very talented individual. May he rest in peace. Our thoughts are, of course, with his friends and family during this time. On a more positive note, though, taking it over to Florida, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have received their Super Bowl rings. They got them just yesterday. The rings have 319 diamonds. The design of the ring is quite spectacular. Under the ring's removable tops are replicas of the Buccaneers Stadium, Raymond James Stadium. And the Bucs are the only team to win a Super Bowl in their home stadium, as you guys know. So the real question is, will they be getting another ring? Comment below if you think the Buccaneers are going back to the Super Bowl and taking a back-to-back championship. But congratulations to them for those beautiful new rings. And moving on to some college football news. Oklahoma and Texas are trying to become a part of the SEC and leave the Big 12. They put in the request. It's now pending. The schools would owe about $76 million for leaving the Big 12. And the Big 12 is going to be meeting with them to discuss this possible decision and understand more about it. The Big 12 said in a statement, quote, "There is a recognition that institutions may act in their own self-interest. However, there is an expectation that members adhere to conference bylaws and the enforcement of grant of rights agreements." So the Big 12 bylaws do require that any withdrawing members have to give the league at least 18 months notice. So we're going to see what happens. There's definitely going to be some meetings taking place. But yeah, Texas and Oklahoma want out. What do you guys think? Is it a smart move for them to go to the SEC? And finally, going on to the Olympics, obviously coming off of that championship NBA game, Booker Middleton, and Holiday are headed to Tokyo today, actually. Their flight to Japan is taken off, and they will be in Tokyo by Saturday to go ahead and join Team USA. As you guys know, the opening ceremonies start today. Very exciting stuff, and we can't wait to see what happens with these Olympics. But with all of that being said, you are now up to date on all of the latest news in sports. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network and tune in again on Monday, because I'll be here every morning with the newest updates to make sure you always know what's going on in the world of sports. I'm Jaya Williams. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.